Hello, this is David, and welcome to Equity Story. I'd just like to say, I've had a lot of phone calls today. Oh, Dave, I think I scared quite a few people last night with, some, maybe I was a little bit negative on certain issues around the world at the moment, things that we have to be careful of. But listen, in the short term, the ASX 200 is still trending up quite nicely, and this sort of price action is perfectly normal. It's come back, it's hit that sort of 20-day moving average and moved off it. So I don't think in the short term, on the trending side of things, we should be too concerned. I think our markets are still looking pretty good, and definitely trending up quite nicely. I think obviously if we break this sort of maybe 5,300 level, and then 5,200 level is slightly different, but I think in the short term we're still looking pretty good. I think that can be seen a little bit. Generally speaking, all our trending stocks have done reasonably well. I mean, Hansen Group, which was ridiculously oversold, I think the other day, I think it will come back pretty nicely again. I had a pretty bullish day. TPM is just a gem. BAP, what a great, we got into 49394, and that's 484. It's even better value. So, if you're not in that, I'd certainly be having a look at it. Magellan, again, looks absolutely fine on the charts. Auckland Airport sold off a little bit, but again, perfectly normal little price action, and definitely, coming back to that sort of swing high level, and hopefully we'll hold that and move up from here. TWE again came back to 996 and came back holding above that $10 level. I think it looks fine. Vocus again obviously fine, and FRM again did held up really well in a pretty bear market. Just having a look at obviously some of the stocks of interest, and again there seems to be one of our little 10 bagger stories, LP. There seems to be pretty aggressive, strong buying in it, and again you can see it's looking really good on the charts. And at one stage today it was up at 0.45. It's really not far off record highs, and I think hopefully, if they can just put out a little bit of good news, I think it could have a nice little run for us and do quite well. I'd just like to have a little chat about Orocobre. This is a stock we absolutely love trending, and we're watching it like a hawk the last few days, and I was sort of hoping it would come back to this 360 level. It's actually quite bullish. It turned up pretty quickly. I think they've got some production numbers coming out fairly soon, and one of the guys in the office was saying that often what can happen with Orocobre, it tends to under deliver sometimes, and we're thinking that there's obviously the share price could go a little bit lower, but I think the way it's traded today, I think that announcement might be quite good, because there's certainly some pretty bullish buying, and the way she's looking at the moment, I think she's going to have a run up to $4 fairly quickly. It is a stock that we absolutely love, and someone that we definitely will be trying to get into again sooner than later. Just obviously having a look at some of the trending stocks. Obviously FPH has done well for us. Hansen's been weak. TPM's been a bit boring. BKL again, maybe a bit. I'll have a look at this stock. It's this isn't an official buy story. It's just one that we said had momentum. It did. This should have gone on and done a little bit more. Again, it's obviously people worried about the growth in China, but it's had this sort of pretty big black candle this week. It doesn't really worry me. I think fundamentally the story is very good as long as it holds these levels. I don't think we've got any issues there, and if it can just turn up, I'd be really interested. Possibly put this as an official buy. I mean, looks very similar to the Bellamy story, and again just had this very similar price action. Bellamy's, we traded it actually quite well. We got out here in the high 11s, and funny enough, when we got out there, I thought I picked it wrong. It was going to go on, but I had picked the momentum quite well, and it's come back down here, and definitely if Bellamy's just hovers around here again and we get a nice little buy signal or good movement, I think the stock's going back up. You'll see me into Bellamy's again pretty quickly. Bellamy's and Blackmore's potentially are really great sort of trading companies to make good gains out of if you can pick them properly. That's really all I've got to say about tonight Equity Story. We're watching the shares all the time. I think importantly, if the markets have a quiet day, don't panic. It's the way markets move, and we look forward hopefully for a good night on the Dow tonight, and we look forward to bringing you this report tomorrow night. Thank you and good night.